So I'm just going to go through them once more just so you can see what they look like. Okay, so I'm taking off balance. My hands are drawn so my fingers are actually pointing the same way their fingers are. They've come onto the knuckles, right? So that grip is actually tight. So I've got control. It's drawn straight to my hip. Okay, then as I actually start to rotate when it's on my hip and I actually step forward through the right, this is where the torque and the power comes from the wrist lock. Number 2, on the other side. So again, moving inside. Okay, my hands again drawn exactly the same way down to the knuckles. That's quite different. I'm stepping back on the right, drawing the person off balance. Right, so we're maintaining taking their balance. Okay, at the same time. Then I'm just using my hips to actually apply force. Right? If you get your hand position right, it's a nice firm grip. When you move forward with your hips, it'll work really effectively. Same movement again, hands down towards the hands. This time as I transition, my right hand just comes down halfway, so it's underneath the hand. I then draw it over, so I've made 1/4 turn, okay? And then I'm just drawing the elbow sideways, keeping my balance, and I'm stepping forward, and I just turn the wrist towards. Yeah, cranking up that way. Right? Each time I'm actually in my stance. As I move forward, depending which ones I'm doing, I'm maintaining my balance and making sure I break any balance. Okay? Okay, I'll bow somebody on. Warm yourself up quickly. We're going to go through some wrist locks. The wrist locks are your arm bars. So because there's 5 arm bars, we'll do, let's see, I think we'll just do number 1, the 2 number 1s first, okay? And then we'll do the last 3 together, okay? Because I think they're easier. Alright, so we're going to do number 1 from the outside to start with. From the other side, please. Okay, so same movement outside, taking balance. Okay? My right hand moves, so my thumb is actually on top of the hand. Hope you're watching. Okay? My hand moves down, so it's on top, so my thumb's on top. I then grip over the top of the hand, and then as I step forward, I turn the wrist. My left hand is over the top, comes under the elbow joint and on top of my own wrist. I keep the hands low and I actually lift and draw up towards the shoulder. Okay, so it's this motion of like a shrugging their shoulder, that's actually what applies the technique. Okay, you see what stance I'm in? I'm in the same stance as I were before. Being stepping through to take stance. So once more on that one. Outside, turn, up. Okay, so it's good, you need those firm grips on the hands, otherwise you start to lose control through your technique. Number 1 from the inside. Inside rock to start with. Okay, now this time, the right hand stays on the top of the arm here, and I'm going to push. Okay, the left hand comes over the top underneath the elbow, and I'm going to push, and that actually turns the hand. So the punch is normally here. I actually want the hand to be over. I'm going to turn it 180 degrees. So I'm going to do that by twisting the arm. As I do that, the hand stays there. The right one comes underneath the elbow joint on top of my own wrist. This one stays underneath my armpit. I'm pushing and pushing, and then I'm lifting up underneath the elbow joint to actually apply it. Right? To make sure that you get the position correct, always aim a little high rather than a little low. If you actually end up down here, you can't actually put it on. If you're up here, you can always slide your hand back a little bit to get the position. Right? So try it, especially when you're practicing. Okay, just once more again, I'm going to show you how we do it high. Okay, over the top, I'm nice and high, it's not quite working. Push the person away, eventually reach to their elbow joint. Right, so that's number 1 from inside and outside. Okay? Away you go.